Welcome, hockey fans, back to the Cockburn Ice Arena for this bronze medal matchup between Queensland and Victoria. Victoria, the home team, and defending the goal to our right, camera right. Queensland, the away team designate, as the teams get set for the warm-up. And pucks come onto the ice, and away they go. Joining me in the booth is Evan Locke for the analysis. Evan, exciting atmosphere. Not a big crowd for these two teams. Obviously, it would be a lot bigger if WA were playing, but still good support for this tournament.
No, gotta love it. There's, it is a small crowd, but it's already an excitable crowd. I think some of the folks might still be into the cafe area, keeping warm, which is probably a good idea at this point. But yeah, already some excitement, some energy in the air.
So for today's lineups, I'll let you go through the Queensland lineup as the away team.
Sounds great, Chris. Thank you. So we have starting Kayla Arthur, goalkeeper, number 1. Nate Fixter, number 2. Fred Haas, number 11. Winston Mannix, number 12. Jackson Stanek, 19. Chase Haley, assistant captain, number 20. Dider Dalgety, number 24. Bryce Hodges, the captain, 28. Oliver Smith, 42. Ozzie Partridge, assistant captain, 44. Liam Robinson, another goalkeeper, 45. Jack Molly, another assistant captain, at 47. Sammy Rippon, 55. Hunter Boland, 77. Alex DeGraff, 81. Head coach is Nathan Dale. Assistant coaches are Matthew Summers and Taffy Smith. And manager is Rachel Hodges.
Yeah, big win by South Australia yesterday. Put Victoria out of the gold medal final, as they were expecting to come through. For Victoria, the consolation prize, looking for bronze. Always more fun to win that last game of the tournament. Number 1, Rowan Barrett. Number 2, Joseph Zanlugi. Number 3, Nico Kermanen. Number 4, Lachlan Hodge. Number 6, Jet Porter. Number 7, Alvin Chan. Number 8, Anson Chan. Number 9, Flynn Gower. Number 10, Lucas Hunter. Number 11, Mitchell Collins. Number 12, Keenan Nelson. Number 13, Atim Arstafeev. Number 15, the captain, Rafael Lakandula. Number 16, Leon Lynn. Number 18, Jared Downs. Number 19, Lucas Say. I hope I'm saying that last name correctly. If not, please correct me on the socials. In goal, number 20, Tom Pappas. And 31, Corey Dang. I'm assuming Pappas will start today. I don't have the official word on that yet, but possibly Dang will get in between the pipes. Head coach, Joseph Neomuka. Assistant coach, Steve Zanlugi. And team manager, Emma Pointon.
You mentioned it before the game here, Chris. I thought Queensland put an amazing effort in yesterday to get here. Obviously, both teams well deserving of being here. We spoke just before the game, I suppose, about Pappas and his performance, so we will see who's between the pipes there. In for a very exciting game here today.
Yeah, Queensland losing that overtime game to New South Wales last night. A super exciting game. Queensland, full credit to them. I mean, they could have won that game. That beautiful shot by Remler Jensen off the back bar that had to be reviewed by the officials at center ice about a minute and a half after as the play ran on. And we had a similar goal in the Ginsburg bronze medal game earlier this morning as the puck went off the back bar. And can't use video replay in the games, but we could clearly see it on both video replays that the puck was in the net, and the Stripes got the right call on that one.
Absolutely. The officials, great job both times. Again, like you say, they don't have that obviously that instant replay help, and they were able to pull it together both times. They let the play go on as they didn't, they weren't sure of the goal, as they should. At the end, that next whistle, got together, discussed it, and got it right. Great job by the officiating crew these last few days.
And speaking of the officials, referees for today's game, Hayden Rogers and Luke Power wearing the red armbands, and on the lines, Nick Eyre and Jamison Harris.
Just 30 seconds from game start here, folks. It's a little bit of warm-up left.
Liam Robinson getting the start for Queensland, and we'll confirm the starter, but I'm assuming it's going to be Pappas for Victoria. Earlier in this tournament, the round robin game, Victoria dominated Queensland. 10-1 was the score. But of course, Queensland was dominated by New South Wales in the round robin as well, and basically made that an interesting game. I don't think for the New South Wales they had their captain, number 28, in the lineup. He served a one-game suspension. So he's the heart and soul of this team. He keeps things running, and a good captain, big body, hard shot, and yeah, good speed for a big man.
The effort I saw from Queensland yesterday was worthy of the win. Again, it came down to the overtime. Anything can happen in overtime, but obviously, great job by both teams. They're going to be playing for gold here later today, but I think we have two solid teams here playing for bronze right now, and should be an excellent matchup.
Yeah, looking forward to a barn burner. We'll all go back to the ability of the defending team in the defensive zone. Queensland, in this case, helping out their goaltender, keeping pucks to the outside. A potent Victoria side. And Victoria getting in on the attack, getting bodies on pucks, and crashing the crease and getting opportunities.
Does appear to be Pappas that's starting. They're going through some handshake routines in front.
Yeah, I've seen Pappas and Barrett go through that routine pretty well every game that Pappas has started. So
I think we're going to see Pappas's spin moves and whatnot coming into the goal as well here.
Always do. Out over the blue line, just waiting for the teams to line up. Both teams.
There he goes.
Getting ready. Pappas into the goal.
Seems like there were an extra bit of speed on that spin today.
Molly in for the draw. Up against number 6 for Queensland, Victoria, Jet Porter. Won by Victoria. D to D. Up through the middle of the ice, off the skate. Porter avoids a hit. He spins around and goes down. Partridge, he tries to get it to the blue line. Good stick lift by Hodges. Into the zone. Bolin takes it over. But DeGraff offside ahead of the puck as two Victoria players collide at the blue line. That's Chan and Gower. Or sorry, yeah, Chan and, might have been Chan and Chan. Number 7 and number 8. It was indeed. I think they're brothers, I'm assuming so. Face-off win by Victoria. Up through the middle of the ice. To the penalty box. A big hit here in front of us. Sticks up. Porter. Back to the front of the net. Cutting across. That was number 11 for Victoria. Out to the neutral zone, and that puck gets deflected. I think that must have hit the netting as the whistle goes. Hodges and Collins, they're going at it a bit. Collins with a little love tap. And they're sent to their benches.
If you were wondering if this game meant something to them, I don't think you need to wonder anymore.
And I think the intensity is there for sure. Back into the Queensland zone, chipped into the neutral zone. Molly gets it forward. DeGraff after it. Chan over to Barrett. Back comes Estefeev. Hits the breaking number 19. That's Lucas A. Fire towards the net. That gets deflected to the blue line, and out it comes. That's DeGraff. He fires it down the ice. That's going to go for icing. As back for it is number 7, Alvin Chan. Face-off will come back to the right of Robinson. Early in the first period. No shots, no score. Off the face-off win, back to the blue line, fired towards the net. That gets blocked in front off the skate. Still no shot on goal. Up to the blue line. Lakandula keeps it in with the skate. He takes the shot. That gets deflected. Back into the corner. Sauce pass to the middle of the ice. Lakandula Tries to get it on goal. Picked off. Out comes Molly. Intercepted. Chipped into the zone. After it is Hodge. Behind the goal. Around the boards. DeGraff gets it. He picks it up. Gets to center ice. Dumps it in, but not deep. Lakandula gets it up onto the wing. Pinching up is the defense. Number 12 for Victoria. Or Queensland. Mannix. His brother Barrett Mannix. And James Gill out of the lineup for today's game. As they were for yesterday's game. Back down the wing. Good back check on number 9, Gower. Queensland, they get it up to the wing. Stanek, he takes it over the blue line. Barrett gets a stick on the puck. Stanek takes it to the front of the net. Oh, and a rebound. Backdoor play.
Great find to the front of the net. Great pressure there as well.
Yeah,
solid goaltending, of course, by Pappas.
Great pass in front by Stanek, right onto the stick of Partridge in front.
That's perfect.
He couldn't get it past the goaltender. Picked up, fired behind the goal by Chan to the blue line and out off the skates of Dalgety. Hodges, he dumps it in deep, goes for a change. On the breakout, back comes Victoria. Into the zone, Rippon checking his man. Number 11 back to the blue line. Looks like we got a penalty to Queensland. They've got 6 white sweaters on the ice. Bad change there. And somebody will have to come to the box. And it's our old friend, Ollie Smith. Oh, no, it's not.
Psych.
Nathan Fixter with his first goal of the tournament earlier. Might be his first TANGE goal even, as he got the puck. Into the box he comes for 2 or less, serving this too many men on the ice penalty. Face-off win by Victoria. Back to the blue line. That's blocked off the shin pads. Down the ice it goes. After it, DeGraff. He's racing after it. Back is Lakandula. DeGraff fires it high and wide, and that hits the netting for a stoppage. 11:53 to go in the period. 1:46 to go in the penalty. Face-off pushed ahead. Partridge after it. Victoria take it over. Up into the neutral zone. That's Porter up onto the wing. He charges to the net. Down the middle of the ice. Gets it. Oh, and that just goes wide. Might have ticked the pad of the goaltender. Back to the blue line. Lakandula with the shot. Porter. Backhand sauce to the blue line. That gets deflected. Loose in front. Great stick. And Partridge clears it down the ice. Kill off valuable seconds, plus taking away that scoring attempt.
Fantastic work by the Queensland penalty kill here.
And the scores. Spoke too soon, Evan. And out of the box, Smith. Looks like that went over the shoulder of Robinson. Number 13, Artem Estafeev, with the first goal of this game.
Just always the case. Once somebody gives a compliment over the air, it's
on
instantly
the power
goes the other way.
Victoria only clicking at 11% on the power play. Oh, 34 opportunities. And the penalty kill, Queensland, 93%, but couldn't stop that one. 1-0 Victoria. Back into the zone it goes. Shot off the stick of Rippon over the net and into the netting. Yeah, that goal, Astafeev from Porter.
He's calling it a shorthanded goal.
Says
here.
Shorthanded, but it should be a power play goal. Ah, that's what you were showing me. I thought you wanted me to read it.
No, it's okay.
Maybe your voice was getting a bit sore after that sickness that you've had. Icing is the call. Smith won't be able to make the change.
That's Ostafia's 5th goal. It does list it as a short-handed goal, but we know it's a power play goal at 11:07 from Porter.
Face off to the right of Robinson, back to blue line. Chan gets it to the front of the net, off a skate, cleared back out of the zone. Smith goes for a change. Haley goes for a change. Victoria back into the neutral zone, off a skate. Molly gets it forward. Lead pass up to the red line, just chipped ahead and off the skate. Back into the neutral zone. Barrett, he picks it up, gets it to Astafeev. He crosses the line, drops it at the blue line. That's number 4 with it. He goes in on goal, takes the shot. Oh, and that had a chance through the screen as it went off the glove and over the goal.
We had a great view of that. He had picked the perfect spot. Goaltender bit screen there. It was able to get the glove last second and pop it up into the netting.
And again, not paying attention am I, and I missed the comment on the replay. Face off to the right of Robinson. To the blue line, off a skate. That's picked off. Hodges, he tries to one-hand it out to a breaking Stanek. He picks it up over the blue line, takes it in. Chips it behind the goal. Stanek after it. He can't catch up to it. Gets it off the skate of the Victoria defense. Back out into the neutral zone. Dumped in on the delayed offside. Back in comes Stanek and Partridge. Number 8 over the line. That's deflected off the skate of Dalgety. It goes behind the net. Trying to bring it out. Queensland rims it up the boards. That's not going to go. As in the opinion of the linesman, that Victoria player could have played that puck. Good tip by DeGraff. He takes it back deep into his zone. He swings around, tries to get up to Fixter. Fixter gets it, dumps it into the zone. Behind the goal. Trying to bring it out, Victoria. They get it out to the blue line. Back on the rush. That's number 11, Collins. Gets it over the blue line. Good stick by his numerical counterpart for Queensland, number 11. Puck gets rimmed around the boards. DeGraff, he fires it over to Fixter. Fixter off of his skate, or stick, I should say. That goes forward. Back up onto the wing. Back into the zone it goes. Porter after it, and that'll go for icing as he can't catch up to it.
Just let the folks taking care of the esports desk stats know that that incorrectly listed. We'll see if they've made the change. Nope, it's now listed as a even strength goal, so we're getting there. On our way.
This takes a bit to update sometimes.
Indeed.
I know I've tried to watch some of the AIHL games, and long after the game is over, it still shows 3:05 to go in the third period. 8:27 in this period, 1-0 for Victoria as they're trying to get out of their zone. They do. After it, Collins, he chips it in. Zanlugi after it behind the goal. Gets his stick on the stick of Rippon. He gets the puck to the front of the net. To the blue line, pinching in and chipped out of the zone. Stanek, he picks it up. To the front of the net, off the stick of Pappas. He's directing traffic. Victoria, they go for a change. Astafeev, he gets his puck knocked off his stick by Stanek. Good play by him. A little push from behind with the stick. Close to being a cross check. Stanek comes for the change. And onto the ice goes Haley. And that goes for icing.
Another icing. Queensland battling here. Want that puck positional battle.
Yep. So had Rick Cooper in the box with me earlier in the week, and he played with Jackson Stanek's dad inline hockey at one stage and knew him quite well, so he was able to correct me on the pronunciation. I was calling him Stanecky.
Yep.
Definitely Stanek, from what I understand. Breakout pass up onto the wing, deflected off the stick of the back-checking D. That's Dalgety. That'll go for a stoppage.
Great breakout pass there, great speed, but answered by the defense, getting that stick down and putting it up into the netting to end the threat.
Face-off won by Victoria. Oh, off the draw, off the blocker. Back comes DeGraff down the right side. He runs over his man, Lakandula. He got taken into the boards pretty heavily yesterday in that that semifinal and went down. Good check as number 4 for Victoria, sandwiched between the 2D. Haley, he gets hit at the blue line as Queensland goes for a change. Over the blue line, shot high and wide, and that comes back to the blue line, fired into the far corner. Chip to the blue line. Hodges, he can't get it out as he took the body and missed the puck. Victoria battling behind the goal with number 11, Hawes. D to D, back to Chan. Chan back in the corner. Back to the blue line. Chan takes the quick wrist shot. Can't get that to go through the pads of Stanek, and he blocks it. Back comes Queensland. Molly, he gets it across, just missing the stick of Stanek, and that goes deep into the zone for an icing.
Seemed to split the uprights there between two teammates as the pass came through, unfortunately, and down for the icing.
6:17 to go in this first period. 1-0 the score for Victoria. Won by Victoria. Back to the blue line. Barrett takes the shot. That goes wide. Off the back. Ripped around the boards, up to the wing, and that'll go down the ice. Hodges cheating up at the blue line. He goes in and picks it up. Similar play to his goal yesterday coming out of the box. Hodges, he goes down on top of Barrett. Puck comes to the front of the net. It sits there. Pappas tries to get the stick on it, takes it off the stick of his defense. Back into the corner. DeGraff behind the goal. He's protecting the puck. Takes it out to the blue line. Hodges comes off. Back to the front of the net. Collins, he intercepts it, and he comes back over the Queensland blue line into the zone, loses possession, and back comes Victoria, and they steal the puck themselves. Tries to chip it over the shoulder, too high. Back to the blue line. Collins into the zone, fires it right into the chest of the goaltender. We got 55. Rippon going to the box, I think. And Rippon will come to the box. Cross-checking in front. Don't think he liked what number 2, Zanlugi, did.
55 Queensland, 2 minutes, cross-checking.
And he reacted, and as is often the case, the refs will take the retaliation call. The Queensland player in the box for 2 or less, he'll have to reset and get back out there ready to go in this close game. Face off to the right of Robinson. Won by Victoria. Astafeev off the skate of DeGraff. He's in on a breakaway. Takes the shot. Great save by Pappas as that's trapped under his pad.
Great play though.
Queensland with 3 shorthanded goals for, and Victoria 2 against. As Victoria on the power play. Again, only 11.8% success rate on the power play for Victoria. And a good penalty kill by Queensland, 93%. They lose the draw. Victoria breaking out, tries to hit Astafeev. That's offside on the delay. Back into the Queensland zone, chipping it ahead to Molly. Molly gets his pass picked off. 19 for Victoria. Say back into the corner. Back to the blue line, and Say lets that go, but Barrett had moved to the middle of the ice, so it wasn't there for the pass. Back for it, Nelson, over the blue line, into the zone, gets possession. Puck, the penalty's over, 3:18 Astafeev, he winds up, gets it under the wing to Nelson. He's looking for an opening. Good stick by Queensland. Out to the blue line. Kept in off the skate of Barrett. Back to the blue line. Astafeev takes the shot over onto the back door. And that puck gets fired, and the net, I think, is off the moorings. .318 is when the penalty is expired.
50 seconds left. Chris, I used to feel like a tall guy. Next to these guys, I'm not feeling so tall anymore.
Well, they do have skates on. Come on.
Seriously, though.
Face off, back to the blue line. Barrett can't keep it in. They have to get out of the zone. Back to Barrett, setting up, looking for an option. Up onto the middle of the ice. That's Porter. Over the line he goes, down the left side, winds up, takes the shot. No, he doesn't. Swings back to the middle of the ice to Collins. He misses it. Haley, he can't get it out of the zone. To the front of the net, just missed by Porter. Back to the blue line, 20 seconds to go in the power play. Blocked by Haley. Back into the middle of the ice, onto the half boards, to the blue line, Barrett. He goes in deep, gets it to the front of the net, off the toe of the goaltender. 5 seconds to go in this power play. And with that and the whistle, I think you're out. Yes, you are. I think the penalty there expired before the time expired, so
the scoreboard indicates so we have to go by it, I suppose.
All even, 5 aside. Face off to the right of Robinson as the two centers exchange taps on the stick. Back into the corner. Victoria on the forecheck. 2 guys in deep. Haley goes back for it. He swings around, avoids a check. Out he comes. Chips it onto the wing. DeGraff makes the move over to the wing. That's number 12 with it. Takes the shot. And the hit by Astafeev as he released it. Back comes Victoria. Number 19, he drops it off. Blocked in front by Haley. As Haley gets it into the corner, chips it up to the blue line and out. Chan, D to D. Astafeev can't get it back to him. Chan, he brings it in. Sticks come high right here in front of the penalty box where we're calling the game from. And Queensland, out they come. Through the middle of the ice, that's Molly, taken by Stanek. He goes over the line, takes it into the corner and behind the net. Tries the reverse pass out the same side he came in, and that gets blocked. And Victoria, out of the zone they come. That's the captain, Lakandula, misses his man. That goes back into the zone, beating out the icing to the front of the net. That was the Victoria player, number 9, I think, or number 8, Chan. And on the delayed offside, Barrett has to bring it back to his own blue line. Back for it, number 77, Boland. He sets it up, gets it out to the blue line. Barrett picks it off. Minute 42 to go in this first period. Taken in, delayed offside. Victoria will have to clear the zone. Back comes Molly. He dumps it in and takes a bump. Off the stick or skates of the Victoria player in the zone. Partridge up onto the wing. Hodges, he dumps it in. After it, number 81 for Queensland. That's DeGraff behind the net to the front of the net. Takes a shot, scores! Partridge ties it with a minute and 12 to go in this first period. Aggressive forecheck. And back to the front of the net it comes. And Partridge, no mistake as he buries it. And that ties the score. We just saw the replay. Bang, bang play to the front of the net, and Partridge buried it.
Aggressive forecheck indeed, Chris. That was Great battling by Queensland to keep that puck down on the other end. Great finish, great shot.
That was the captain on the initial play. I think it was DeGraff that might have gotten out to Partridge. We'll see on the score sheet. 1-all the score now. 8-6 shots on goal in favor of Victoria. Back for it is DeGraff. He spins around in his own zone. Chips a pass out to Haley. Haley makes a move. Stolen by Porter. Back in he comes. Tries to get it back to the middle of the ice. To the blue line. Good keep in by Collins as he knocked down a bouncing puck. To the blue line. Hodges. He can't get it. Goes back into the zone on a delay. 30 seconds to go in the period. Up into the neutral zone. Collins. He can't get it. Partridge. Over to Haley. And we've got a hand pass in the center of the ice.
Just waiting on the scoring summary from eSports Sec. That's nothing that.
Queensland arguing the call, but that went off the glove of the Queensland forward onto his teammate's stick. So that'll be a hand pass call. I'm not sure why it goes back into the Queensland zone because the infraction occurred at center ice. DeGraff comes onto the ice.
The scoring summary, we did have Partridge with the goal, his 5th of the tournament from Hodges and DeGraff at 112. That's Partridge, Hodges, DeGraff, 112.
Too late on the change. DeGraff gets sent back to the bench. And there's a warning for Queensland. Face-off won by Victoria. Back to the blue line. Hard shot deflected right into the glove of the goaltender Robinson. 21 seconds to go. Face off to the left of Robinson. Won by Queensland this time. Boland picks it up behind the goal. Slides into the corner off his stick. He reverses. Molly picks it up, getting up speed. 10 seconds to go. Will they have one more chance? Onto the wing to Partridge, the goal scorer. Intercepted off the pads of Vastafeev. And that'll do it for the period as time runs out. Good period of action. 1-all the score.
Very exciting period. Yeah, it was. It started off looking that way. I mean, there was instant. I'll say rough habits, and no, absolutely excellent back and forth period. 1-1 is the score. 8-6 of the shots favoring Victoria. We did have the 2 goals. One by Astafeev, assisted by Porter, making it 1-0 Victoria at 11:07, and then 44 Partridge, his 5th as well, from Hodges and DeGraff at 1:12, tying the game 1-1 as we speak. Penalty summary: we had a team penalty for too many players from Queensland, and Rippon with cross-checking penalty, also from Queensland.
Yeah, not that period. Victoria had more pressure in the offensive zone. Queensland good on the forecheck, dumping it in and retrieving it. Not able to maintain a lot of offensive zone pressure, but capitalizing on that forecheck pressure and the good play from behind the net to Partridge to tie it up.
Absolutely. And as expected, great goaltender battle here today.
Yeah, both goaltenders making some great stops.
Absolutely. Been tested aplenty.
Well, it's the deflections and the screens that are getting through to them that is the challenge, and both of them have been up to it so far. As the 2 teams reset, the officials talking in at center ice about things, and as we get set for this second period, shot clock reset 9-6 in favor of Victoria. And that goal by Astafeev still shows up on eSports desk as an even strength goal, but it was in fact a power play goal.
Fact, yes, yeah, clearly a power play goal. We mentioned it earlier. There was a few people in the cabin here locally. It seems like we're having a few more people join us in the crowd here today.
Yeah, good crowd in the stands watching the game. I think the Ginsburg teams will be watching the game. Don't see where they're sitting, but certainly there they are. There's the Queensland Ginsburg team up there opposite us, just inside the Victoria now blue line opposite the Queensland bench. Pappas does his little routine. Goaltenders are a different breed, aren't they?
You don't see many number 20 goaltenders. That was always my number. Nice to see it.
Yeah, I mean, growing up, it was always 1 or 30 or 35.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
And Felix Potvin wore the 29.
That's right, yes, yeah.
Face-off at center ice, getting set for the start of the second period. The puck is dropped, and away we go. Queensland, they get it into the Victoria zone. DeGraff after it, off the skates of Haley to the front of the net, and picking it up and saucing it out into the neutral zone. Back in is Boland. DeGraff comes to the bench for a change. Haley, he's got pressure on. Great stretch past Astafeev, and a great pad save by Robinson. Great vision by the Victoria defense to hit Astafeev, splitting the D, and Robinson getting the pad down on the move. Chipped up to the boards, past Molly deep into the zone. After it is Hodges. Queensland on the forecheck. Back they come into the neutral zone. Long lob pass up the wing to Chan. Can't catch up to it. Astafeev watching Boland. Boland brings it out of the zone. High speed over the blue line. He gets taken down. We're going to have a first penalty to Victoria on the play, as Queensland will go to the power play and to the box. I think that's number 19, is it? Going to the box for 2 or less. No, it's not.
No.
Number 12. Keenan Nelson.
2 minutes, hook.
Going back to that stretch pass, that was something else. Unbelievable how he made that pass and put it right on the tape as well.
Yeah, and that's on the defense. They've got to have their head up, being prepared, and that's what we said earlier in the tournament. Victoria is always ready to and knows what they're going to do before they even get the puck. And that's so important, making that first pass. Back into the zone it comes. After it is Stanek. He gets into the zone, almost gets his stick lifted, takes it behind the goal. Setting it up in the zone. You can hear the Queensland coach yelling at them to set it up. And they do. Swing it out of the zone. Fired. Oh, and Hodges didn't get much on that. Back to Boland. Boland takes it to the middle of the ice, off the skate of Partridge, and that's coming out. Picked up by Partridge. He takes it back in. Just getting onside were the Queensland forwards. Back into the zone it goes, pinned to the boards. Fired around the wall. Barrett can't get anything on that, and it stops in the corner. Back to the blue line, Boland. Onto the half boards. Partridge to the front of the net, trying to repeat that goal from the first period. On the pass from behind the goal. And down the ice the puck goes as Queensland gets a change. Behind the goal, that's Boland. He carries it up through the middle of the ice. Chan after him, takes it wide, looking for that option. Can't get it to go to the front of the net. Picked off by Victoria. Back to the blue line. Over the stick of Mannix. He has to go back for it. Penalty's over at 11:54. So just over 20 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go. Queensland gets it into the zone behind the goal. 2 players battling for it. Barrett, he gets it around the boards to Mannix. Mannix, he overskates it, has to go back for it. Goes down. Good penalty kill by number 3 for Victoria. Terminen gets control of it, fires it down the ice. No icing, as back goes Anson Chan. Beats out the icing as the penalty had expired. Back to the front of the net, loose for a brief moment. Hodges picks it up. He goes down on Lakandula. Tries a little backhand move. Takes it in himself. Into the zone. Queensland goes for a change. Behind the goal. And Hodges looks like he's drawn a penalty. and will come to the box. Runs a bit of interference on Pappas as he makes his way to the bench. As the whistle blows, and we've got a high sticking call against the captain, Bryce Hodges.
28 Queensland, 2 minutes, high sticking.
So he'll sit for 2 or less. And again, Victoria on the power play, only 11.8%. And Queensland very effective with 3 short-handed goals for.
Now that you've said that, Chris, you know what's happening next.
Yeah. Yeah, we do seem to jinx things as commentators sometimes. You say one thing and the next minute it happens, or the opposite happens.
So often the case.
Back to the blue line. Number 12, he comes in, takes the shot high over the net, back to the far boards. Terminen, he tries the cross seam pass, gets deflected. Good stick by the Queensland penalty killers. To the front of the net, tries the backhand jam. Good pad save by Robinson. Puck is behind the goal. Taking it out of the corner, takes the shot. That's high and wide, and that goes into the netting. Great save by the goaltender to keep this score 1-1.
There was half a second there where I could see the puck and I could see the back of that net, and it was clear. And I don't know how, but got the pad out. There was also some help with the defense there.
Face off to the left of Robinson. Won by Queensland, and they dump it out and down the ice. Hodges back out on the ice at 9:16. Fire to the net, high to the blue line. Porter back to Astafeev to the front of the net. Puck is loose. And Robinson makes the stop, and we've got penalties coming here as a scrum ensues after the whistle. And we'll see who the referee pulls out of that pile, whether he takes one or offsetting minors.
Easily could be offsetting here. Let's see what happens.
We'll see what the call is. Certainly Victoria coming to the box. I don't know about Queensland. It is a penalty to number 12. I don't see a Victoria. Yes, I do. Number 4 for Victoria, Lachlan Hodge. So 2 to the box. .58 seconds.
2 minutes, cross check. Victoria, 2 minutes, rough. They cancel each other out, so it's 5 on 4.
Offsetting minors on the play. They'll cancel each other out. So just the penalty to Hodges. He's out in 58 seconds. So when Hodges comes onto the ice, it'll be 5 on 5. The 2 players serving the offsetting minors will have to stay in the box until the whistle goes.
Just took a second there as the penalties were offsetting. They take it off the play clock here.
Yeah, so you won't see the countdown on the screen when the camera points that way. Face-off won by Victoria. They're still on the power play outside the zone as the defense came in to engage in that scrum inside the hash marks. Porter gets it back to the blue line. Barrett winds up for it, takes the shot low. A brief rebound, cleared to the corner. Back to the blue line, to behind the goal, into the corner. Again, behind the net, trying to set it up. Back to the front of the net, Astafeev. And that's a little backhand that had a chance as Robinson was down low, hugging the post. Astafeev gets it to the front of the net. Good stick by the penalty killers in front onto the half boards. 20 seconds to go in this power play. To the front of the net, scores! Astafeev puts Victoria up 1-0 on the play as Hodges will come out of the box. A bit of dejection, but got to reset and get that one back. 2-1 now for Victoria on the power play goal again by Artem Astafeev. Hodges didn't like that high sticking call and talks to the referee.
Emotions run high in these games, of course. At this point, talking to the referee is not going to do you much good.
And again, I missed Cass Edwards' timely replay. But you guys saw it on the screen, so 2-1 the score. Fault started off the draw by Hodges. Warning given. Face off back to the Queensland zone. Chipped up off the boards, intercepted. Big hit on number 2 by Rippon to the Victoria or Queensland zone, out to the front of the net. Oh, great save. As Chan had a bit of a catch and release. Puck comes to the blue line. Hodges tied up a bit. Number 2, he gets the shot on goal off the blocker. Into the corner, back to the blue line. Closing in, Lakandula. He fires a low shot right into the glove of Robinson.
Scoring summary there for the second goal. Second of the game by Astafeev, his 6th of the tournament on the power play from Say and Lakandula. That's Astafeev from Say and Lakandula. The power play, 9:29. Scoreboard inside the arena here is not showing 2-1.
But it will eventually. Face off, won by Victoria, back into the Queensland zone, chipped ahead. Smith, he can't get control of it. Fired back into the zone. Smith with the hit on Collins. And Collins draws a penalty. Back comes Queensland on the delay call. And as they touch the puck, Collins will go to the box for roughing. As he and Smith got tied up at the blue line, and Collins gave him a bit of a cuff to the back of the head.
2 minutes, 11, Victoria for the roughing.
And again, on the power play, Queensland not particularly successful, 8.3% on 23 opportunities. Victoria, 91.4% on 35 opportunities. Shorthanded goals against for Queensland, there's 3, and shorthanded goals for Victoria are 3. So even options there, and Queensland setting up to the left of Pappas. Won by Hodges, back to the blue line. Partridge, he gets the puck, fires it, bounces off the glove of Pappas. Back to Boland. He swings in behind the goal, gets it to the back of the net. Partridge pinching, and the puck is chipped out of the zone. Number 3 after it, and Terminen. Queensland, they pick it up onto the wing to Boland. He picks it up. Smooth skating D-man, gets it to the blue line. That comes out. Partridge, he has to go back for it. Winding up through the middle of the ice, down the right-hand side. Takes it deep, past his man, into the corner. Gets pinched out along the boards. A good check by number 12 for Victoria. That's Nelson, as he pinches off the stick and takes away the puck. Robinson, he stops. Oh, that bounces up into his pad. On the clearance.
Lost it for a second there. I think these gents can get out now.
Yeah.
Broadcasting from the penalty box, we often have visitors coming and going.
Yeah, and sometimes lose track of when those visitors have to go on the ice. I forgot about those 2 offsetting minors. Face off to the left of Robinson. Won by Queensland, pushed forward. And out comes Haley. down the left side. He breaks into the zone, takes it deep, stops up in the corner. A minute to go in this power play. Queensland getting some opportunities, but not a lot of offensive zone time. Long change. Hodges comes onto the ice. That puck gets fired back down on goal. Robinson makes the play up to the blue line, just outside. Backhanded in behind the goal. Picking it up, number 11 for Victoria. Hawes up onto the wing. Past the penalty kill D into the zone. Molly can't get it. Victoria, they get it to the blue line. Intercepted by Hodges. Takes the low shot off the pad, but going wide. Back they come. 20 seconds to go. 10 seconds to go in the power play. As back comes Queensland. Boland, he hits the line, takes it in deep. Hodges, he can't chip it past his man. And Victoria, they bring it out. Collins, he goes in down the left side, gets to the net, and puts the puck off the pads of Robinson. As behind the play, Hodges was taken down. Lakandula goes to the ref.
Goaltender had to be nice moves across the net there, track the puck, nice and steady all the way through, able to make that save. Great pressure there by the Victoria side.
Wholesale changes by both teams. 2-1 the score, 6:08 to go in the second period. Behind the goal. Smith lets it go past him. Astafeev picks it up. Back to Smith on the half boards. He just fires it down the ice. And
right back down to the Queensland end.
Not happy as he had lots of time, lots of space, and he just wrapped it down the ice. Sometimes you do get a bit over exuberant and panic a bit, and that was one of those cases, I think.
That's it. Hockey's a game of quick reactions a lot of times, and sometimes your quick reactions are not what you wanted in the end.
Yeah, quick reactions, but also getting your head up and having a look before you actually do stuff.
That's right.
Before the puck comes to you. So off the skate, in front of the Queensland net, out into the neutral zone. After it is Smith. He looks like he's coming to the bench for a change. Out comes Molly. Puck comes to the blue line. Good skate by number 12 for Victoria, Mannix. He gets it out into the neutral zone and deep. 5:29 to go in the period. Fixer onto the ice. Up onto the wing. Good stick by the Queensland player, Molly, but kicked up onto the stick. Scores! What a snipe by, that's number 19, Lucas A. And he buries it over the shoulder of Robinson for a 3-1 Queensland lead.
Beautiful shot. Rose it up exactly where he saw the opening, planted it home.
See on the replay here, right into the slot. He grabs it all in one motion, catch and release, and over the shoulder. (3-1) Victoria. Off the draw, up onto the half boards. Doesn't make it to Hodges. And his body language is a bit down right now. Into the Queensland zone. Picked off Stanek. He breaks back, down the right-hand side. Sorry, just a little bit of a choke there.
Starting to worry, Chris, that I've been too close to you these last 2 days.
No. Just misses Stanek with that pass on the breakout, and that'll go down for icing. This snowy ice here in the third period. You can see a bit of build-up there beside the Victoria goal.
As I sit here with tea spilled all over me, I wonder if the people that are professionals that have these problems with my top falling off as I try to take a drink, and it's all over me now.
Oh, no. That occurred behind the play. I couldn't see it.
That's good. At least I'm not on camera.
Chip to the blue line and out. Barrett fires it back in on the delayed offside. Back for number 24, Dalgety. He chips it up onto the wing, off the skate of Stanek, into the neutral zone. Picked up by Say. He takes the hit. Onside. Partridge, he just dumps it into the zone. Victoria back for it. Barrett up onto the wing. In comes Say, looking for another one. He takes it deep. Stops up in the corner, off the skate, up onto the stick. Back to Astafeev. He gets it to the front of the net. Good pad save by Robinson. Back to the blue line. Shot towards the goal. That flutters into the far corner. And that puck gets chipped off the boards, goes high, and hits the netting for a stoppage.
My T issue delayed this one, folks, and I do apologize, but the third Victoria goal was by Say, his second of the tournament. That's from Astafeev and Hodge at 5:14. That's Say from Astafeev and Hodge at 5:14. 3-1 Victoria over Queensland at the moment.
Had to get a coffee into me to refresh my throat. Face off to the left of Robinson. Behind the goal. Chan rims it around Barrett. He picks it up, just fires a low shot towards the goal, comes out the other side. Gower, that is, on the face-off dot, takes the shot. Good blocker save by Robinson as he deflects it over the glass into the netting.
Absolute missile of a shot that one was.
Goalies will practice that move, the shot off the blocker to get it over the net for a stoppage.
Well executed on that one, for sure. That was a tough one to do.
Marty Brodeur for New Jersey Devils was famous for that one. Off the face-off win, off the chest of Robinson on the spin-around shot. That was Collins with the shot. Back to the high slot. Good stick by Victoria, or Queensland. Stanek takes his man into the boards and gets knocked down. There's going to be a penalty to Victoria on that play. Puck comes to the boards, and as the Victoria player, Porter, touches it, the whistle goes, and to the box will be Victoria. I think that will be number 11. Two minutes for roughing. To number 11 for Victoria, Collins. Mitchell Collins to the box. 2:57 to go. 19-7 the shots on goal so far in this second period. 3-1 the score. The referee kicking that pile of snow that has built up beside the Victoria zone. I'm not sure, sometimes goalies do that intentionally. Back to the blue line. Chip past Boland into the Queensland zone. Partridge back for it. Being watched by number 2 for Victoria. Back up onto the wing. Partridge gets it to Stanek. He takes it in deep. Back to Partridge. He gets it to the blue line. Boland to the half boards to Partridge. Back to Boland. Takes the shot, looking for the deflection. That goes off a skate wide. Victoria on the breakout, 2-on-2. They'll just dump it into the zone, right on goal for the for the change. Back for it goes Queensland. Trying that long pass back to the middle of the ice. Partridge takes it in, spins around, makes the move behind the goal. Coming out the far backside. Partridge back to the blue line. Boland, he takes a shot. That knocks the stick out of the hands of the Victoria penalty killer, Chan. Back to Partridge. He has to be careful and aware. Chan's there. Fakes the pass off to Boland. Gets it to the front of the net. Hard shot wide, low. Good shot. That puck's chipped out and back down the ice with a breakaway. That's Chan over the line. Takes a shot. wide and high. As he had that top corner wide open. Takes a hit from Boland. Back comes Victoria. Partridge across onto the wing. Stanek, he picks it up. And in he goes. Partridge comes off the ice, bent over, likely from being tired rather than being sore. Behind the net, Barrett. 10 seconds to go in this power play for Queensland. They've had a couple chances, but Victoria on that breakaway move by Chen to the front of the net, open in front. Puck is loose. They can't get it onto their sticks. Still loose. Oh. Back into the corner. DeGraff, he loses it, gets it back to the blue line, chipped off his stick. Chan, nice little toe drag. He can't get it deep. He's at the end of the shift and tired. Smith can't get it in deep. Mannix picks it up at the blue line, tries to get past his man. 20 seconds to go in the period. DeGraff takes it in deep, dumps it into the corner. Back to the blue line, shot, one-timer right onto the stick of Pappas as that puck came loose for a brief moment, and he smothers it for a stoppage to his left.
Hard to tell at home for the folks at home, but this ice is becoming basically a snow rink at this point. There are only 17 seconds left in the second and time for a cut.
Yeah, definitely will benefit from a nice clean sheet ice for this third period as the puck is sticking. Face off to the left of Pappas, 17 seconds to go. Picked up by Chan, he puts it behind the net. Long stretch pass, misses everybody. Back comes number 66, Rippon. He puts it into the zone. Victoria, they win it off the netting on the roof as time expires in this second period. An exciting period, a good pushback by Queensland towards the end of it. But we'll go for an ice cut. As you say, the ice is getting a bit snowy. And we'll be back at the start of the third period for the second period summary and puck drop for what should be an exciting third period of hockey action. For Evan Locke, this is Chris Langell. We'll see you then. Welcome, hockey fans, back to Cockburn Ice Arena for this bronze medal matchup between Queensland and Victoria. With me, Evan Locke. This is Chris Langell bringing the play-by-play. Evan, for second period summary.
Second period summary. So we have 2 goals by Victoria. Shots were 13-3, so they did control the period. Three power play chances by Victoria, and 2 were successful. 3 by Queensland. Unfortunately, none were successful. The scoring summary was Astafeyev with another power play goal, and we do have a correction now in the first period. That was also a power play goal. So 2 power play goals in the game for now. He has 6 on the tournament from Say and Lakandula, and then Say scores from Astafeyev and Hodge at 5:15, even strength goal. Penalty summary, there was lots of them. We had Nelson for hooking, Hodges for high sticking, Manis for cross checking, Hodges for roughing, Collins for roughing, and Collins for roughing. Many power play chances there. As mentioned, Victoria was able to put 2 in.
Mr. Collins making himself at home in the penalty box in that second period. Face off at center ice. Teams get ready. Porter up against Mali. Won by Porter, back to the D. Chan chips it up into the neutral zone. Say after it. Boland chips it out, picked up by Queensland. Nice little move through the legs of the Victoria forechecker. Back into the zone it comes. Porter crosses the line. Somebody's neck guard is on the ice. In the high slot, behind the goal. Up onto the wing. Boland can't catch up to it on this fresh ice. Does get pretty quick. Out onto the wing. Haley, he tries to put it past his man and can't. Hawes gets it over onto the far wing. Boland over the line. He takes it in deep. Barrett in pursuit. Back to Stanek. He takes the low shot. Oh, that had a chance, but deflected wide. Backhanded out into the neutral zone. Good stick by Stanek as he runs into Astafeyev, who loses his stick. Back into the zone. Hodge. Around the boards, Astafeyev, he picks it up, across the blue line, out of the zone. Hodges picks it up, not to be mistaken with Hodge for Victoria. Back down into the neutral zone, Barrett. Nice little chip pass, taken by, that's number 19, takes the high hit and gets the high stick onto the shoulder of Astafeyev. No call on the play, as both players could have taken one. Back into the zone, Astafeyev over the blue line. Cross the blue line. Takes the shot, scores. A wicked shot by assistant captain Keenan Nelson. Puts Victoria up 4-1.
Absolute snipe of a shot there. Perfect placement and velocity maximum.
As he stepped in from the blue line, top of the face-off circle to the dot, and just rips one high over the shoulder of Liam Robinson. Tough one to take for the young goaltender, as he was positioned well, but that was a perfect shot over the shoulder, top shelf where Mama keeps the peanut butter.
Interesting enough, just learned over the weekend that peanut butter was invented in Montreal. How about that one, Chris?
Wow. Well, and we met grandparents from the Ginsburg team in Montreal right now, so they might be able to confirm that. We'll see. Back to the blue line. Fired in by Lakandula, wide and high. Behind the Queensland goal, onto the half boards. Victoria putting some pressure on now. Lakandula, that puck gets deflected wide. Back comes DeGraff. He gets the blue line, red line, chips it up onto the stick of Haley, into the zone, off the skate of number 12 for Victoria, Mannix, and back into the Victoria zone. Victoria skating out of the zone, over the blue line, takes the shot, gets the rebound, fires a shot into the glove of Robinson. That was number 3, Nico Terminen.
Needed a fast glove on that one and had it.
Yeah, Terminen took the initial shot that was blocked kicked it from his skate up to his stick and then ripped a shot right into the glove of Robinson, who is at the top of the crease. Couple of adjustments on the goal setting it up in the crease.
While they're doing that, the scoring summary just came in there. That was number 12, Nelson, his second of the tournament from Astafeev and Hodge, 13-21. That's Nelson from Astafeev and Hodge, 13-21.
Face-off win back to the blue line. Blocked in front by Molly. Goes behind the net. Bolin tries to get the backhand. Picked off by Astafeev. Back to the front of the net. And Robinson gets that between the pads for the stoppage. Victoria putting pressure on in the Queensland zone now, up 4-1. Won by Victoria, but picked up by Smith. Out over the blue line. Astafeev up onto the wing. Into the zone. Victoria takes the shot. That gets blockered wide. Onto the half boards. In the Queensland zone. Battle along the boards. To the blue line. Chan, he keeps it in. Just fires it wide. That bounces almost to the front of the net. Victoria again with pressure on as they move the puck around well. Back to the blue line to Chan. Down deep. To the front of the net. Good stick by Rippon. Into the zone. Back to the blue line. Barrett one time. That goes off the back of Stanek. And deflects to the goaltender. And he felt that one.
I think anybody that's watching that played hockey feels that one.
Yeah. Definitely a cringe one. Back to the front of the net. Tries to chip it back into Chan on the return, who takes it behind the goal into the front. Porter has that puck deflected off his stick. It goes behind. Chipped around the board. Smith picks it up. Chips it up to DeGraff. DeGraff takes it wide down the left side. Takes a bump by Astafeev. Behind the goal it goes. Barrett. He loses it briefly. Gets it into the slot to a streaking Jet Porter. Takes a nice little toe drag. Puts it back to himself. Two Queensland players on him. Back to the blue line. Astafeev looking for the hat trick. Takes the shot off the skate of the Queensland player, number 24, Dalgety. He's hobbled a bit. Back into the neutral zone. Lakandula picks it up. Waiting for an opening. Takes it wide to the left. Stanek back on the ice. Gets a stick on the puck and takes it away. Out to the blue line. Back comes Haley. He's got a one-on-one. Fired off the skates of number 3, Terminen. Back into the zone. Chan down the wing. That's Anson Chan. Takes it into the corner. Battling, gets it behind the goal. To Terminen. He plays with it. Gets it to the front of the net. Just missing the stick of Anson Chan. Sorry, that was Alvin Chan pinching in. Anson up onto the wing to number 3, Terminen. He gets it back to Chan, who tries to get it to the front of that. Sorry, that was number 2, Zanluji. Onto the boards. Hodges with the check. Back into the zone. Couple big hits there as Victoria keep it in the zone. Back comes Molly over the blue line, over the red. Takes it into the zone. Tries to get it to the front of the net. Hodges gets it off the skate. Back it comes. Up through the neutral zone. Astafeev looking for his hat trick. Tries to put it through the legs of number 12, Mannix. Can't get it to go. Back up to the blue line. Chip past his man. That's Hodges. He goes through his man. Back into the zone it goes. Stretch pass. Just misses the mark. Molly. He fires it up to Hodges, and he just deflects it into the zone, and they go for a change. Both teams getting in changes now. Victoria on the attack. That's Hodge over the blue line. Tries to put it through the legs of the defense. Goes behind the net, by the side of the net, just waiting for it. Rippon and the Victoria player may get tangled up and go to the ice. And certainly Rippon's going to get a penalty as the net comes dislodged. And Rippon, he's after the Victoria player who loses his helmet. And behind the goal, Rippon being wrestled off the ice by the linesman. And there'll be a stoppage. Rippon coming to the box. And number 4, Hodge. He loses his helmet. He comes off the ice, chirping the Queensland bench. He goes straight to the bench. No penalty, I don't think, against Victoria. Rippon will get the sole penalty on the play. Oh, he has got a penalty.
Minutes hold, 2 minutes rough. Victoria, 2 minutes rough.
So we got a double minor to Queensland for holding and roughing Rippon, and number 4 for Victoria for roughing. And I think the penalty will be served by another player. Number 16 comes to the box as Hodge has to go for some repairs. Perhaps not. Number 28 goes to the box. 18, excuse me. Jared Downs. He will serve the minor for number 4. So Queensland out at 4:14. I don't know whether it's 2 players in the box for 2 minutes or 4 minutes for Rippon. I believe it's 4 minutes for Rippon. And then the other penalty is offsetting. So I think Rippon's back on at 2 minutes. Just got to confirm that with the referees. I'm not 100% sure on that. So the referee is trying to get everything straightened out. A bit of a delay, waiting for play to resume. One way or another, Victoria will be on the power play. But for the first 2 minutes of that power play, players all even. Just need to clarify as to when Rippon comes back on the ice.
Officials having a big discussion about it.
Yeah, not sure what the discussion is about.
They call 2 minutes roughing on each side, which you would think that would be offsetting, and the 2 minutes extra would be what we're serving here, but we shall see.
Well, technically, Queensland probably should have another player in the box if that's the case. Yeah, just waiting for an explanation.
You would think so, yeah. 1 in the box for Victoria and 2 in the box for Queensland. Looks like the decisions are made now. Just explain it to the captains.
Can we get an explanation too, so we know when he comes out of the box? Thanks. The referees, they go to the Queensland bench, explaining the situation. What's the story? Still trying to get it sorted. As both benches are informed, the referee is letting the scorekeeper know. We just need to know so we know when the player comes out of the box, whether it's after 4 minutes or if the penalties are stacked up. And here comes the linesman. Yeah, so he doesn't come out of the box for another 4 minutes, or does he come out after 2 minutes? That's what I want to know.
Hey, I'll have to find that out.
Check that out, please. So we know when he comes out of the box. Just trying to get clarification from the linesman. 4:14. So out of the box, Rippon will come out at 4:14. The other two penalties are offsetting. For the first 2 minutes, we'll play 4-on-4. Up to the blue line, fired down the ice. Off. Oh, that bounces off the boards, and Pappas had to be careful of that one.
Wondering if they missed the fact that they have just one Queensland player in the box here.
It doesn't matter. He just has to have one player in the box because it's a 4-minute penalty. It's not stacked up. Back into the zone it goes. Victoria on this 4-on-4 offsetting minors, plus the penalty for Rippon, which will extend after the offsetting minors expire. The two players serving the offsetting minors. Actually, they should have another body in the box so that somebody can come out of the box.
That's what I meant earlier. Yeah,
absolutely.
I thought so, yeah.
Hopefully we get a whistle before that first penalty is over.
I did signal to the referee this before.
Yeah, just a sec.
I think he's got it now. Yeah, he's got it.
So we're getting somebody else sent to the box.
Hey, what do you know? The commentary crew can help out in the game too. What do you know?
Good call, Evan.
That's it.
Good catch.
All right, I'm awake. It's official.
So tea does have caffeine in it. Is that what you're telling me?
Apparently so. I've had enough to eat. Yep.
To the box.
2 large teas already
Hodges.
this morning.
So at the expiration of the penalty, put it up there so the coach knows. There we go. We got things sorted now. Back into the Queensland zone. Victoria on the power play. They shouldn't be on the power play. It should be 4-on-4.
Ref, 4-on-4.
Nope.
No, because he only got one penalty, then his spinning was just kicked out straight away. Yeah.
Okay. You guys got it under control better than I do. Back comes Molly into the zone. He dumps it.
Just the game misconduct straight away.
6:14 onto the ice will go Hodges. 10 seconds to go in this power play. Back into the zone it goes. Fired on goal. Back onto the ice goes Hodges. Looking for that breakout pass again. Similar to what he scored against New South Wales yesterday. Victoria get control of it. Cross the crease. Right into the chest of the goaltender Robinson.
Robinson showing time and time again. He is great with those side-to-side movements. He's controlled, able to corral the puck each time.
So Victoria now on a 5-on-4 it should be. No, it should be a 5-on-4, shouldn't it? No. The odd man rush penalty is over. So the two players in the box, 5-on-5. To the front of the net. Behind the net goes Boland. Down the left side he goes. Barrett gets the stick on him and he'll go down. And Victoria will go to the box. As Barrett got the stick between the legs of the streaking Boland, taking down the speedy D. Queensland with a chance to close this gap. 4-1 the score. Tripping call to Barrett. He'll go back on the ice at 3:41. Five on four with Hodges in against, I believe that's Porter on the draw. Another false start. Couple whacks off the draw. Fired back down the ice. Boland can't keep it in. Partridge. He's in pursuit. Oh, that comes in front to deflects in front to Victoria player. Good play by Robinson. Back down the ice comes Hodges. Takes down his man. And we got a penalty to Hodges. He's going to come back into the box as he takes down his man.
We've seen a lot of Hodges today.
Yeah, Hodges will come back to the box for 2 or less on the trip. So he just got his stick into the feet of the Victoria player.
28 Queensland, 2 minutes, tripping.
Fucking shit.
He'll be back on the ice at 3:19. All 4 aside. Victoria wanting to get another player onto the ice to make it 4 aside. Face off to the right of Robinson. Puck goes behind the goal. Four on 4. As the offsetting minor penalties, the players will have to stay in the box, I think. Back to the blue line. Back with it is Lakandula. He takes it behind his goal. Behind the goal, Boland. He spins around. Fires it across. Picked up by number 19 to the front of the net. Back to 19, Boland, almost picked up by Stanek. Breakaway attempt. Here comes Partridge. He gets taken down.
Are we going to see his hands go together?
Don't know about that, but in comes number 2, I think that was, for Queensland, and pokes at the puck, and Astafeev not happy with that. Victoria will go to the box, the captain, Lakandula, and they're going to talk about it briefly to see if there is a penalty shot call.
Queensland players and coaches are thinking so, I think.
So 42 seconds to go in the penalty
shot
to Barrett.
Oh, you guys fucked every game in this fucking tournament.
Pardon me for the background language there. Excitable.
What happens when you're commentating out of the penalty box sometimes, I suppose.
Yeah, definitely. Very, very emotional game, of course.
Of course.
Hodges, the captain, not pleased.
That was a tough call, that one, honestly. I felt like it could have been called a penalty shot, but it definitely didn't feel like it must have been. So.
Took the legs out from under him.
It did, yes. I don't think there was nothing between him and the net at that point, though, so that's why it could have been, I suppose.
So we're playing 4 on 4, I believe. So he tipped the puck, no penalty shot, minor penalty. So back into the play, Queensland. So we get set for this draw finally. 4 on 3. The Queensland penalty. 2:55. He's in the box. I don't think he can come out of the box at the expiration because it is a back into the zone. 4 on 3. Back into the Queensland zone. Picked up by Boland. He makes his way slowly out of the zone. To the blue line. Fires it across. Past Rippon. Chip past him. Back comes Victoria. 2-on-1. On the short-handed opportunity. That bounces to the front of the net. Astafeev can't get his stick on that. Chipped out to the blue line. Number 55, he can't go on the ice until the whistle. Back into the zone it goes, behind the goal. No icing. 3:19.
And the clock stopped.
Not sure who goes out of the box first. The clock is stopped.
When can I go then? When can I go?
Go. Now go. 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 Yeah, you're on. Fired on goal to the front of the net. Now he can go, can he? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're back on Rippon. I think we got that right. I'm not sure whether Rippon should have gone first or Hodges, but they're both back on the ice. 5-on-4, and Queensland takes a timeout with 3:09 to go.
Chris, we thought there was a lot of penalties in the second. When I did that, my goodness, the third period summary, I've already got a full page here. Penalties.
They had 4 guys on the ice at the end there.
Coaches for Queensland pointing out there was 4 players on the ice for the Victoria squad. You may have a point there.
Yeah, it was played 4-on-3. Out of the box. Probably should have waited for the whistle. I'm not sure on that call. Trying to keep track of the play and the penalties with all the penalties that we've had is a bit of a challenge.
It's a workout at the moment.
So 5-on-4. Queensland will likely pull their goaltender at some point in time. It's still showing 2 penalties on the board. Are there 2 Queensland players in the box? No. Not sure what's happening there.
Yeah, stymied, actually. That was the point of the Queensland coaches. I think they're seeing what we're seeing here on the scoreboard with 2 penalties left up there, but
just trying to get clarification. There is only 1 penalty. Why is there 2 penalties up on the board?
Because it's not the referee's over today. There's 2 in the box.
Is there 2 in the box? Okay. There we go. Got that explanation. Number 2 in the box. Missed that one. Back to the blue line. Boland up onto the half-board. Stanky takes the shot. Good save by Pappas down low. Astafeev after the puck. After Boland. Boland, he gets it into the middle of the ice. Molly can't catch up to it. Back into the Queensland zone it goes. Just waiting to see if Robinson comes out of the goal. Good forecheck pressure. Back comes Partridge over the blue line. He's looking for an option. Sauce pass. Nice reception by the Queensland forward as he gets it in behind the goal. Hodges back to the blue line. Onto the half board. Just misses Partridge. And Victoria, they fire it back down the ice. 2:13 to go in the period. The goaltender still in the goal. Out comes Queensland up onto the wing. Haley, he picks it up. Nice little toe drag move. He gets it over the boards. Through the middle of the ice. Picked off. Hawes, he dumps it in. Delayed offside. Back into the zone it goes. 1:30 seconds to go, or 1:40 seconds to go. Behind the goal, DeGraff pinches in. He can't catch up to it. Rimmed around the boards. Chipped out to the blue line. Robinson stays in the goal. On the boards. Good check by Queensland, and it looks like we're going to have another penalty. Yes, we do. Delayed call. Referee at the far blue line. The trailing referee has his hands up, and we're going to get an interference call. Didn't see who that's against. Looks like Smith might be going to the box.
42 Queensland, 2 minutes, interference.
And that should kill the momentum for Queensland. And Victoria takes a timeout.
Just another one to add to this penalty list for the third period, Chris. It's been a long list so far. Less than 2 to play, and going to play most of it or all of it on the power play is Victoria.
Timeout over, 1:29 to go in the period. And hopefully for Queensland, or Victoria, the game, I should say. Smith in the box. I missed that call to Zanlugi. He was in the box opposite Lakandula for the rupping. Face off one off the base of the post. Good quick shot to the front of the net and into the glove of Robinson for the stoppage. 1:21 to go in the game. Could probably safely say that at this point. The way this is adding up. Queensland coming off the ice looking a bit dejected and just, yeah, they shouldn't be. They played a heck of a game, and that semifinal win or loss against New South Wales was unexpected. Pappas up onto the wing, touch pass, Chan, Porter, I should say, over the line, back to Porter, back to the blue line, Askafeev, onto the half boards. We got another penalty call coming, as both referees have their arms up. It looks like might be Rippin for slashing coming to the box. As Rippin and Smith in the box.
77 Queensland, 2 minutes, slashing.
Because Poland for Queensland here, Chris.
That's why you had time.
You heard the referee's call. Boland, 2 minutes for slashing. 5-on-3 to finish this game off unless Victoria scores. Face off won by Queensland. Hodges, he takes it behind the goal. Fires it around the boards. Barrett there. He keeps it in. D to D. Back to Barrett. Steps in. Down low. Chan. He's beside the goal behind the net. Back to the blue line. Fired towards the net by number 10 for Victoria, Hunter. Back to the blue line. Barrett with the shot. Number 5 for Victoria now with it. Not on my list. Into the middle of the ice. Fired it off the blocker. Behind the goal. Molly, he picks it up. Can't chip it past the D. Back to the front of the net. High shot. To the blue line. And that gets out. Hodges dumps it down the ice. And that'll do it. 4-1 the final. Victoria victorious for the bronze medal in this 2025 Sid Tange National Under-18 Championship. Queensland obviously a bit upset with the scoreline, but have to be proud with their effort today.
Fought until the end. I mean, that's the last minute and a half or so. They were down with a penalty kill to take. I think their heads were a little low, but I agree, Chris. Their efforts were excellent and commended.
Thank you, guys.
Victoria, the stronger team today. Outshooting Queensland 32-14 overall and 2 for 7 on the power play.
A little bit of that third period summary you're talking about. I won't go through all of the whiches, but I'll just say penalties to Rippin, Hodge, Barrett, Hodges, Lakandula, Zinlugi, Smith, and Boland. All 2-minute penalties. Hodge did have a game misconduct. There was one goal by Nelson for Victoria from Astafeev and Hodge. That was at 13:21 for the 4-1 lead, and now completed the 4-1 victory.
So that'll do it for the bronze medal game. Both teams will come back for the closing ceremonies later on after the gold medal games for the Ginsberg and the TANGE tournament. For today, New South Wales defeating Queensland in the bronze for the Ginsberg earlier. Coming up next at 11 a.m. Western Australia versus Victoria for the gold medal in the Ginsberg tournament. We'll wait that and come back to you with for Cass Evans in the production booth, Louis on the camera, and Evan Locke on the color. This is Chris Langell. We'll see you then.